Welcome to Dunmers Divines.
The Emancipating Scion. I mean, I was late, but...
I think we were journeying.
Yep. As soon as you told me exactly how you were planning to journey.
I mean, there's only one decent way that isn't teleportation. You know what? How much teleportation costs? How much it costs? Shit, I wish I'd thought ahead and saved some money for this.
So teleportation from Balmora to Vivek is going to be... sorry, I'm looking at the wrong section still. Duration... Balmora to Vivek.
Yeah, you got a spreadsheet.
It's gonna be about 10 gold.
10 gold?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so cheap to never have to go into the wilderness ever again.
I mean, it's 10 times the price of a Silk Strider, but yeah.
Yeah,
But it only goes between specific locations, to be clear. Guild guides can only take you to other guild guides.
Yeah.
So Balmora can take you to Vivek, Sadrith, Mora, and Eldrune. But that's it. And Caldera.
I've got a question.
Mm-hmm.
If I kidnap you, or if you move out of this building for any reason, right? Do the guild guides from other locations still teleport to you, or still teleport to here?
Well, it's tied to the sigils on the platform.
Okay.
I'm trained to operate them, which is why we're able to do it at much lower the cost of a teleportation circle. However, they are very location based.
Okay, what if I have a different combination of symbols that you don't know? You can still take me there, right?
No, I can only send you to other Mages Guild locations. This is a closed network.
Oh, wow.
And specifically those in Vardenfell.
Not even outside of Vardenfell?
No, we're not tied into the larger Morrowind network. There's more interference in the Inner Sea than you might expect. There's a theory that...
Get me to the back, please.
Okay, so that's 10 gold for you and for your friend as well. Malin raises an eyebrow and says,
"Oh no, the bird isn't a friend, but we're taking the bird too."
Masalini looks at you and says, "Yes, I'm aware Ajira's familiar does not constitute a friend and is easily transported with your fee. However, an Altmer is going to require an additional 10 gold.
I turn to him and I'm like, do you have... You've got travel money, right?
Oh, I do, but...
Okay,
you're the one that requested me on this trip.
Yeah. Yeah, you and your
And I
gear.
assume Caius gave you funds for your expenses?
You get paid for this? I'm joking. Okay, I'm gonna pay 20 gold. Ooh, I can afford it. Easy peasy.
What?
Okay, I was putting the ambiance music of traveling through the wilderness, but I'm going back to big medieval city.
What if you had a big comfy bed right next to your papa? What are your thoughts? Nope. Who knows how long we'll be doing this? Skywind will probably be ready in the next 3 years. Maybe.
Recording's back.
Okay.
This video will not have aged well in 3 years when Skywind is still under development for 3 more years.
Look, Sky Oblivion's supposed to be out by November, is all I'm saying. And who knows how many people from that team are going to jump over to Skywind afterwards, so, you know.
Um,
Okay.
I roll to attack.
What?
Sorry. I teleport
Okay.
to the thing.
Cool. So you find yourself in a honestly similar and yet very obviously different looking room. It is still stone and entirely underground with no visible windows. However, with blue lanterns lighting the space. However, the stone itself is of a warmer tone, more sandstone colored and less granite. And the space feels very like open plan, but every inch is accounted for. They are being much more conservative in the room, even though this is a fairly open space. You see a few mages scurrying around, as well as the Altmer standing near you, I believe. Yes, I have this. No, it's Sir Lonwy. Yeah. Did I? Yeah. No, it is a Dunmer. Meluin Renari, a Dunmer woman, stands near you. And as you take in the sight, she says, "Well, at least you didn't throw up on me. Most folks do on their first visit. At least I assume you haven't traveled by teleportation based on the stunned look on your face."
I'm going to make a Constitution save to see if I throw up on her after she says this.
Okay.
8.
I think you're queasy, and you do put your hand up.
Yeah.
And she takes a rapid step back. But
Minor illusion, something smelling nice and like distracting. Trying. Yeah.
She does look past you and say,
For myself. To get the like.
to try to settle yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
She looks past you and says, "Oh, Tirmalin, good to see you. Sir Lonway is actually in Aldrune today, if that's who you were looking for."
So long.
Tirmalin, next to you, blushes, turning his cheeks a bright orange, and says, "No, I'm actually here on other business." To which the Dunmer smirks and says, sure thing.
Do you have any quests?
Me? No. But you talk to our guild steward. Maybe Trebonius will have something for you. Go ahead.
Trebonius.
Artorius, don't forget.
Artorius?
Trebonius Artorius.
Trebonius Artorius. Okay, Trippy Arthur. Cool. I'm gonna go around the guild, trying to ask everyone, "Hey, are you Trippy Arthur? Where can I find Trippy Arthur?"
So it is a very small guild hall, especially in comparison to Balmora. You see a alchemy station is closed behind a door. It's got sort of like a barred window to see through. And written on that door is Sir Longway, so presumably this is where she would otherwise be. You only see a Dunmer and an Imperial otherwise occupying the guild. The Dunmer is scribbling in a notepad while reading off of a book. The Imperial man is wearing bright purple robes. He has like a bald, shiny cue ball head. And you're no wizard, but he is surrounded by moving sets of glowing runes, more complicated than anything you've ever seen in your life.
Show off. Okay. Excuse me, sir. Are you Trippy Arthur?
I have no idea who that is.
Okay. I'm gonna keep going with it.
Okay.
Keep asking.
So you walk up to the Dunmer, the other Dunmer.
There's only 3 people here,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He says, "What, Trippy Arthur? I've never heard of someone like that."
Okay. I turn back to the person accompanying me and I say, well, I give up.
Let's move on. He says then.
Help me out here. What am I missing?
Well,
Okay, what's his name?
Trebonius. Why don't you try addressing him as Archmage?
Hey, Big T! Sorry, you said what? Archmage? Hello, Archmage.
At this, Trebonius parks his head up and says,
So is that Cubal
yeah.
in purple robes? Okay.
Yes. He jerks his head up and says, "Oh, yes. How can I help?"
Okay, hold on. Big T. I'm writing a new nickname. It's not Trippy Arthur anymore, it's Big T. Hello, Archmage. Do you have any quests for guild stewards?
Quest. What rank?
I turn to Tirmalin.
Tirmalin,
Like,
yeah.
what rank are you?
Me?
Yeah.
You're the one that wants a duty from him.
No, but like, okay, but like, what rank are you?
I'm a conjurer.
Okay, conjurer.
Trebonius says, "Ah, good. Conjurer, someone of your skill." I've got it. Tell me why the dwarves disappeared. Find out. That should do for a conjurer.
I'm like, well, what's the reward?
I'm sure we've got something good.
Okay. In this case, I'm going to tell him exactly why the dwarves disappeared. Gladius has an explanation, a very complicated explanation with like a lot of details and like clearly a conspiracy theory of the similar sort of like looking at the moon is necromancy, right? Can I make this is but he 100% believes it, so can I do a persuasion check?
Trebonius,
or is this a self-deception?
as soon as you, first of all, roll your self-deception check, but Trebonius immediately
Ten.
is, okay, you're very convinced. Sort of waves you off as you start talking and says, "I need this all in a report.
Okay.
And make sure to include relevant Dwemer sources, just to support your arguments."
Okay. I'm going to write that down as a quest.
The disappearance of the dwarves.
Okay. Right. Details of do you have any quests for? I'm gonna look at my. I have so much stuff. Insignia, guild rank, apprentice. Insignia of F. Oh no, that's the Fighters Guild. Mages Guild Association Associate badge. What do you have any quests for an associate?
I already gave you something.
Okay. I've got paper, ink, and an ink pen, and I'm gonna when next I take a long rest and I'm done with my 4 hours of meditation, I will take an extra 4 hours to write everything down.
Okay. Cool. Now he did ask for Dwameri sources.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him every source I've got, the name I remember of every drunk person I've ever talked to about this.
Okay. Cool. Great idea.
Now, what do you mean you haven't read that? It's a staple in the circles I frequent.
Okay. Cool. Do you hang around the Mages Guild any longer?
No.
Okay. You find yourself stepping out into a open air plaza. The Mages Guild logo hangs outside the building that you exited from, and across the plaza you see a similar marking hanging for the Fighters Guild. But there are smiths and alchemists, as well as people trying to hand out leaflets. There's someone standing on a stage crying out, "Repent! Repent! Look for Lord Vivek's mercy! Allow his light to flow through you in all things, for only through the three divines may we find our true glory, our true purpose. Walk his path, travelers. Find yourself turned into the Netcherman's wife just as he once was. Become the egg birthed from...
I'm going into Fighters Guild. I'd like to buy 5 ball bearings and 5 caltrops for 10 gold, and then Dunmer poison for 200 gold.
Okay, yeah, you can definitely do all of those things. Especially the smith in the Fighters Guild. Your drow poison, you're gonna have to get from somewhere else. But the smith in the Fighters Guild is a imposing orc who introduces himself as Lugrababal Gro Orkash.
Lugrababal Gro Orkash?
Close enough. It's hard to say it right without the tusks. It's fine. Just call me Gro Orkash.
Bro, got it. Do you have any quests for an apprentice? Damn, I still haven't been promoted. Anyways.
Yeah, I've got something you could do. Go down to the Halalu Canton in the plaza.
Hold on. Fighters. Bro. You want me to go to
the Halalu Canton Plaza. There's a merchant there. Derveli Fadion.
Okay. Hold on, can you write that down for me, please?
Okay.
Sorry.
Am I writing this as a quest name?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a merchant there. He owes me a juice jaw ring that I paid for and he's refused to send.
Draveli Fafion.
That's right.
And the Halalu. Oh man, your handwriting is terrible. Corden?
Canton.
Canton.
And is there anything else? I gotta get back to work on these swords for Sorkvild.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so I just get the Juice Dog ring?
Juice jaw.
Juice Dog ring. Okay. Cool. And I think after that, I'm gonna take out the reports and I'm gonna look one up and start reading one.
I do, quickly, I do want to ask you to make a, maybe that's intelligence or perception. Let's go perception check.
Okay. Perception plus 3, that's a 5.
Okay, yeah, nothing. Nothing to notice.
Nothing noticeable happens. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I've got 3 reports, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna randomly give one of them to hold on, give me 1 second. Where did I put his name? Terminal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give one of the reports to Terminal to read, and I'm gonna read one myself now. Can we roll a d6 each to see which one of the reports we get?
You roll a d6, I'll roll
Okay.
well, because there'll only be 2 reports left, yeah.
Well, I gave him the 3, so. Okay. Where did you send me the reports?
TES.
There we go. TES. Cool. So roll a d6. Roll the 6. I got the easy one. Let's go. Let's go. Okay.
Okay. Which means that he gets handed Hulia. And you have Miramilo.
Yeah. Miramilo is a dark elf priestess, tribunal temple, and custodian of the Hall of Wisdom, High Fane Canton Vivek. She is blacked out. First contact made by C. Blacked out, when blacked out and blacked out. Information, temple doctrine and teachings. A bunch of stuff that's been blacked out. Known associates, deceased, missing, suspected deceased, and a third one that's blacked out. And that's it. Okay, that's easy. Cool. I just need to go to the tribunal temple and talk to this person.
Okay. Intelligence check.
Okay, everybody that she knows that we know is an associate is dead, and that's...
Oh, there's one more person. Only 2 of the 3 known associates are dead.
Oh, yeah. But, like, I think Gladius has told me everything he knows about this person.
Okay. I'm asking you to make an intelligence check.
Yeah. 18?
Caius had asked you very specifically to be very careful how you approached Miramilo, since she works within the temple, and he suspects that she's being watched.
I remember that part. Yeah. What does careful mean? I'll be on the lookout.
Wow. So, are you asking Tirmalin to read the dossier, or?
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, like you're going to like I'm gonna guide us to the on how to like handle the first contact, and then you'll take the lead on the next contact. I'll be
Interesting approach, but I'll respect your wisdom for now.
Okay. Let's go to the Hall of Wisdom in the High Fame Canton.
Alright, that's going to be a long walk. Based on the map of Vivek, it'll take us about probably 2 hours by foot. Do you have enough money for one of the canaliers?
Yeah, probably.
In that case, Tirmalin nods, and the two of you begin descending the ziggurat that is the foreign quarter canton.
Sounds good.
You descend past a flurry of people of all stripes, Red Guards, Bretons, Khajiit, Argonian, and so many Dunmer, plus plenty of ordinators, all watching silently behind their golden masks with their orange mohawks.
I give them the finger when they're not looking.
There's merchants hawking their wares, as well as people just seeming to go back and forth between tasks. Everyone is on foot, even those that seem rather well dressed, just on the basis of how vertical this space is and how tight some of the corridors are. It's difficult for much of a retinue, though you do see the occasional noble sort of surrounded by a pocket of their own private guards.
This place would be great to assassinate some nobles.
Or at least the foreign quarter specifically. You
Foreign nobles.
You get down to the ground level, from which you can see to the north a Silt Strider caravan coming in across the hills. You also see a large masted boat fairly close to the Silt Strider port, but on the side of the building itself, Tirmalin directs you to a sort of rickety wooden platform, sitting atop which is a Dunmer in a loose linen shawl and a big conical hat.
Gentlemen, I've got a question. Why don't why the Silt Striders register as undead to me? I mean, they're like their organs are hollowed out, right?
No, their organs aren't hollowed out. Their shell is. The organs are specifically placed in other locations within the Silt Strider to keep it functioning.
Okay, but what was the stuff that got hollowed out then?
I'm no expert. Perhaps you should speak to a Silt Strider operator.
No, I'm good.
He brings you to a gondolier with a conical hat. He says, out of townies, eh? That'll be... Where are you going?
Where are we going? The Canton.
Yeah, there's a lot of those.
The Hall of Wisdom.
Hall of Wisdom. Pilgrims. I wouldn't have pegged you for one. Still. From here, Hall of Wisdom, that'll be 1 gold.
Okay.
Her eyes widen in surprise as you happily hand over the 1 gold. Tiermelin sort of puts a finger to his head, but says nothing.
Okay. I'll, if the journey goes well, I'll give this person a 2nd gold piece.
Okay.
That I've already taken out of my inventory. Sorry, I didn't mean to risk your eye when I flipped the coin in your direction like this.
You're fine. She leads you down an even ricketier wooden path along the outside of the stone canton, all the way down to a small gondola at the water level. Surrounding you are waterfalls of sewage flowing out of the cantons, but she manipulates her gondola expertly, poling through the low waters of this bay. She weaves you outside the cantons and is able to give you sort of a from the side view of the city as a whole. There's multiple stone cantons. Each of them have a slightly distinct architectural style, but are all unified in a sort of warm sandstone tone to the shape of each ziggurat. She sort of begins narrating some of the color of the areas as you pass them, especially since you gave her double what she otherwise would have charged.
Hold on. I gotta speak to my friend, and I wanna start asking Terminal about their life and what they think of the job of what they think of their job, and if they have any complaints about the job and stuff like this.
Well, I suppose if you're looking for biography, I am was of a middle caste family from Lilandril. However, I had some, let's say, disagreements on the organization of my future familial structure, which led to me in...
Those are a lot of long words. I'm gonna try to... hold on, give me just 1 second. Can you rephrase that?
I'm a faggot, and my mother disapproved.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck your mom.
She'd probably enjoy it, too. She's always had a thing for Dunmer.
Okay, and how did you come to be my coworker?
Well, I entered into the priesthood of Mara first. Spent quite some time there, healing the sick and the like, and developed a close friendship with one of the locals in Cheydinhall, where I was stationed. Things got a little exciting for a moment there, and he revealed to me that he was part of this organization. I didn't take kindly to the fact that he'd been leading me on for all this time without revealing that he was some kind of spy. However, the organization did seem to have its merits. So I dumped him, but joined up, and I've been in Vardenfell for better part of 8 years. Almost the whole time since they've opened it up.
That's an uncommon way for the my boyfriend is a spy story to go, but cool.
Well, maybe I wasn't quite as committed to the relationship as he thought I was. He seemed to imagine things going quite differently when he involved me in his intelligence business. Look, he was pretty, but he wasn't, marriage material. Wasn't run away from the priesthood worth. But the job,
Pays well.
the benefits are good. And the work is consistently interesting. Besides, Caius doesn't mind that I'm still loyal to the worship of the divines.
But he would mind?
Perhaps some commanders might take issue with the service of a cleric within a secret organization. I can't exactly go undercover as, say, a member of the Tribunal Temple when I'm so obviously devoted to a specific deity, but that's not the task I've been assigned. My skills are well used.
So you're not like out in the open about still being loyal to Mara. Okay.
I'd say I am fairly open about it. It's a difficult thing to contain. Mara's love emanates for us all.
Okay. Oh, but like you being a worshipper of Mara might impede your like.
It ensures that some doors are closed to me.
That's not great.
Yes, well, mostly I'm at a disadvantage somewhere here, like Morrowind. If I was in, say, High Rock, Cyrodiil, even Skyrim or Hammerfell, it would be no impediment. But here, where they worship ascended myrrh, and back in Somerset, where, well, it's complicated. Point is, there are places that are closed to me as a result of my faith, but more open. It's simply a question of utilizing my skills correctly.
I'm gonna, I think Gladys is gonna keep digging a little bit more, but I haven't found us any sort of like hook to agitate.
The tour guide does, as you come around towards the high fane, she points up and says, "That's a right good conversation, but perhaps you'd be interested to know that rock could fall at any time." The rock she's referring to is almost as large as the canton that's in the water next to you. Absolutely massive and just hanging like a threat over the city. The base of it glows red hot still. Even.
Yeah, I've seen that thing before. Why do people live here?
Because the god does.
And the god is not concerned about the big rock?
He's the one that stopped it in the first place.
Oh. And just decided to keep it there.
As a promise of his love, the temple tells us. So we always remember to keep our faith.
Oh, that sounds like a threat.
Well, I wouldn't say anything bad about His Holiness, but maybe I'm agreeing with you.
Getting some ideas. Cool.
Besides, I hear that's where they keep all their extra special prisoners.
In the rock?
In the rock. The Ministry of Truth, it's called.
How far up is it?
about 300 feet over the temple.
Okay. Okay.
Which
Can you prepare a dungeon?
Which is close enough that you can see that the amount of spells encircling the place is thick. The air is thick with it, and there are many, many ordinators swarmed around it.
For later?
Heard. For later.
My cape of mountebank is not ready right now. It's gonna need a new dawn before I'm able to like get up there. But it sounds like a fun challenge.
Yeah, it does. Okay.
Or I could just
I'm gonna
bring it down once the city is evacuated or something.
Heard. Okay. So there are two large transepts in the High Fane, as well as one sort of central. Tiermelin.
What's a transept?
Arched hallways.
Okay.
Like big, high, pointy. Think Gothic cathedral. But like in mosque tones. Oh, music stopped. Thought I had hit the fin boucle.
I put something else on. But Tabletop Audio has decided to stop.
Okay. Tiermelin sort of guides you and says, I have been here before, as they do allow clerics of other faith access to their library. If you don't mind, I can show the way. Okay.
I'm gonna be on the lookout.
He brings you in through the base of the huge ziggurat and leads you through a somewhat confusing maze of hallways. You see dormitories and bathing rooms and everything that clerics might need for a completely self-sustaining body contained within. But he leads you up a flight of stairs, and suddenly you're in the quietest room in the city. You realize that there's been, just a low level of activity, hum, water splashing, but as if there's a silent spell built to cancel the outside noise from whatever sounds are contained within. And even then, it feels soft, quiet, muffled.
Echo!
The acoustics of this place are intentionally made to be dull, so there is no echo around you. But you do get about 6 heads that whip to look at you, their red eyes squinting narrowly in your direction.
I rolled a 7 insight to spot any spies, because I was supposed to be on the lookout coming here.
All of them kept staring at you. This place must be filled with spies.
Yeah, they're like hardcore. They're like, wow, I guess there are a lot of eyes on this person. Okay.
One of them in a blue robe scurries up to you, her hair cropped into a bob, and she, in a low whisper, says, "Excuse you, this is the Hall of Wisdom. You are in the library of his divinity, the Lord Vivek. Please act with some decorum."
Okay. I'm looking for... What's your name?
believe we've met. Have we not?
Yes.
Perhaps we share a friend.
Yes. Perhaps.
Is he still...
I've got a lot of friends.
Has he cooked the skooma habit yet? I keep telling him to put it down.
No, he has not. Mira?
Yes,
I'm gonna roll insight again. 16.
She sort of nods quietly. The second that you said no in response to her question, her face sort of seemed to fall a little. She says, if he sent someone to speak to me, it must be important, but I can't say much here.
Well, I'm sorry you're not the person I'm looking for. I'm gonna walk up to a different person and be like, you're the person I was looking for, and engage this person in a conversation to make it seem as though I wasn't here to talk to Mira. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask questions about the Hall of Wisdom, and basically, like Gladys's goal is to leave this place and then stake out the temple, knowing what the person I need to talk with looks like.
Okay.
Like waiting outside and kind of like chilling discreetly. Like if there's place to like play dice nearby. I still haven't used my bone dice proficiency yet.
Yeah, so you are able to engage one of the other priests who begins explaining to you the details of how this place was founded by the poet Lord Vivek himself as a compendium of all knowledge on Vardenfell, and how there are texts on every subject contained within.
May I roll deception to basically make anybody who might have been like
watching
eyes on her? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
14.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. At a minimum, you can tell that all eyes are still on you within this building. So, probably worked.
Cool. And after that, we're gonna leave kind of like what's near the temple, like what's near within sight of the entrances of the temple.
So, from the front side of the temple, I mean, there are some like statuary as well as basins filled with ash on the front side of the temple, near the like central high arched space. But on the just across the bridge in the next cantons to the north, you have St. Delans and St. Alms, which are very residential, and you can see at least a couple of like there's some benches that are around eye level with the temple that you can spot from where you're standing. But most of the like establishments, buildings, bars, gambling dens are going to be inside the canton. At least assuming that things are similar to the other cantons that you have been in.
I'm going to okay. Is there other activities near like nearby
There is the arena canton isn't too far. Tiermelin says to you, if you're trying to wait until she gets off of some kind of shift, My understanding is that all the priests have to attend prayers 3 different times of day. Perhaps after one of those would be most convenient to try to speak with her.
Good idea. Right, let's go to your to the one on your fly.
Of course. Well, that's actually... he scrolls through. Well, at a guess, I'd say that we're going to end up coming right back to the foreign quarter then. Hulia is an Argonian assassin and a thrall in the Morag tongue. Ugh. Awful people. First contact was made by of course, when they both blanked on Counselor. That was then? Oh, that makes sense. N believes he is a former shadow scale. He may provide intelligence on the structure of Saxleal intelligence. Information on the structure of Saxleal intelligence, that is. He refuses to answer questions on the Hist, but may prove an asset in relation anyway. Position in...
Hold on. What's the shadow scale?
Oh, shadow scale. They're Argonian assassins, I believe.
Okay.
Not too dissimilar from what we do here as blades, or I'd imagine the Morag Tong themselves.
What's the history?
No, the Hist. The trees?
Oh, okay.
The Argonians, they worship them like gods.
Yeah.
Some say that they're made by them.
I thought it was like a spy code for like history.
No, they...
Position in Morag Tong means subject understands particulars of ongoing house war as well. And we share when comfortable. Commented to be a clan friend to Ashlanders. May have more insight in nomadic concerns and persecution than most. No associates. Hey, I know Jabosha. I bought a book from Jabosha.
Well, then, that may in fact be the best place to start, though we are already near St. Delen, so perhaps we could stop by and try to visit this Ulmesi Baryon.
Sure. I mean, don't we know directly where Hulia lives?
Oh,
Doesn't say anything.
it's not in the dossier.
So we're just gonna have to ask around until we find him. Okay. I'm gonna read the third dossier. Khajiit smuggler, operative of the Thieves Guild, who resides in Vivek. First contact made by E. Okay. So Nine Toes got in touch with Hulia.
That would be my guess, especially given the context.
I mean, they're both Argonians.
No. Sure.
They're both Argonian assassins.
Well, yes, that is certainly true.
Khajiit smuggler, Thieves Guild. Oh, excellent. And this way we can find where the Thieves Guild is. First contact made by E. Moving sensitive documents back to the mainland.
I don't know if you'd have met E yet. How much time did you spend in Saint Denis?
Oh, I met E. Have you met E? I'm trying to trick him into giving me the name of whatever that operative is.
Yes, I've met E.
Okay. Also, I want you to know I rolled a 14. Did I already? No, I already told you that. Right?
Yeah.
Boom. Okay. Known associates. Hey, St. Delen Canton, St. Delen Canton, and St. Orms Canton.
Those are all quite close.
Yeah, we can get all of those people in one go. Oh my gosh. There's so many people to talk to. Okay, tell me what.
Welcome to the life of an intelligence operative. It's not all flashy.
Yeah, well, listen, clearly talking to this Mira Milo, like getting her alone, is very important. So, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna go to the other cantons, and I'm gonna stay here and stake out this place.
Okay.
You find out more about those operatives and get back to me, and I'll talk to Mira Milo. We're supposed to interrogate everyone about the sixth house, the chosen one prophesies to come back.
So the Nerevarine cult?
The Nerevarine and the Nerevarine cults, and possibly Ashlanders too. That's what we're gathering information on.
Okay. But first we need to find our informants themselves.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm gonna keep the Mira Milo's dossier, and you take the other two and you talk to all of those people.
I'll meet you back here, say, an hour after matins.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Frey, if you have prepared a lot of NPCs. I am not talking to.
Oh, no. I didn't actually. I'm glad to have Tyrlin peel off and go do the groundwork to, get you to the actual people.
Oh my god, thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm happy that you found a solution here. If you were interested in these, you didn't have to talk to all of them, but, I had some little things prepared, but nothing that took at me any time. I just was just like, ooh, this is an interesting person to put here, maybe.
Yeah. I bet. Okay. I'm like, oh, cool. Hey, I know the books person, Jabasha. I know Jabasha.
You know Jabasha.
Yeah, that's a great character to go back to. Except half of them are on the other side of the city, and the other half are clerics I don't know, or people in religious cantons.
St. Delans and St. Alms are the two main residential cantons.
Oh, well, they have saints in their names, so
yeah. So
Gladys, the non-believer paladin, was like, no, I'm not going. I'm not. I'm staking out this place.
In fact, St. Alms has two very distinct smells wafting from it as a whole building. One is that of a brewer's hall, and the other is that of a tanner's hall.
Oh boy.
There's people at work here.
No. Oh no. I'm good.
No, these are the two places where the common man lives.
We need to get people some better housing around here. Cool. I'd like to. I think Gladys is gonna settle down and try is looking for his inventory for something to pass the time while waiting for all this. Let's see. I do have Volume 5 of the 36 goddamn lessons, and it's apart from the Vivek informants, it's all I got. So I guess in between different chapters of Volume 5, I'm poking my head up and keeping on, or rather I'm keeping an eye out, but I'm pretending to read on the bench. And I guess I do end up probably getting some information.
Finally, the simulacrum of the Netcherman's wife became unstable. The Dwemer, in their haste, had built it shoddily, and the ashes of Red Mountain glowed its golden tendons. Before long, it fell on its knees beside the road to the lands of the Indoral, and pitched over to be discovered 80 days later by a merchant caravan on its way to the capital of Veloth, Anon Almalexia.
The rest of this book is blank.
I mean, it keeps going. Might as well be for you, though.
And then it's, and then the eyes keep moving, but the mind is focused on the. Oh my God!
This is.
What have they done?
That's where Sermon 6 starts. So that was all 5.
Okay, but like.
There's actually 36 of these.
I know, but they're all in the same book, right?
No. It's divided.
I mean, like, how thin is this book?
Well, okay. There's quite a bit more than is in the text itself. Like it, longer than anything I could read off to you. But
that's fair.
Yeah. There's also in the second half of the volume is all just textual analysis from like 3 different scholars, a couple of different views on it, basically. All very fascinating stuff for Gladius, I'm sure.
This is thrilling. You said that this could potentially lead to a quest?
No, the 36 Lessons of Vivek? No. You just found it.
Oh, it was another thing.
The Progress of Truth. You already used that for
toilet paper.
Yeah.
No, actually, it was one of the objects I sacrificed to gather all of those expensive ballistas.
That's right. Yeah. They got shot by ballistae.
Yeah.
No, you don't have the Progress of Truth anymore.
Okay.
Or not Progress of Truth. Pilgrim's Path. That's it.
Like, Simon was trying to pay attention to the text you were reading because I thought like. There's a quest line coming out of this, so maybe this is important. Cool. Can I roll stealth without disadvantage?
Sure. You are trying to sort of blend in and just act nondescript.
Or deception. I'll take deception.
Yeah, let's call it deception.
Thank you. 10.
Okay. Your afternoon passes. You proceed very stealthily. You do see a couple of ordinators patrolling St. Dylan, St. Alms, as well as the temple itself. That's not exactly very discreet.
I wait until their backs. I put them behind the book.
Okay.
That's a 10. That's my 10 in deception. That's what that looks like.
You are here long enough that you're able to see at least once some kind of shift change from the Ministry of Truth, with ordinators casting spells upon themselves and then floating upwards to the hovering rock, and others casting and then descending slowly. So there is some way in and out, but...
Oh my God. This is great. I just need to break their concentration is what I'm hearing, but... okay.
As the sun begins...
So how many ordinators in a single shift, please?
It's difficult to say exactly. There might be others that are staying on the rock, but you see 8 come up and 6 come down.
Cool. Good. So like maximum of like 40 guards on the whole thing if they're rotating in shifts of like 8. That would be like 5 shifts of 8 people.
But you have no additional intelligence on if there's any barrack stations inside the rock, and this is just people who had decided to leave for a shift or something.
Yeah, but like, if there's barracks in there, then I will see some like food shipments going in and up or down at some point.
Perhaps if you hang around long
Or
enough.
like it's gonna be a pain to bring some water up there every shift. So like
It does
Titus
seem
is
to be
observing.
a relatively small station in
Right.
comparison to the rest of the Ordinators,
Yeah.
which the city is frankly crawling with.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm taking this into account and I'm like, ooh, this is very like interesting. I wonder what sort of revolutionaries they have caged up there.
The sun goes down. The bells ring from the great arch of the church, and several priests spill forth from the entrance in solemn silence, some of whom enter again through other doors into the temple. It seems likely that at least some of them also went directly down into the temple itself. But a woman in a blue robe begins descending the main steps of the temple and walks past you, continuing to head like north around the side of the canton, but she does catch your eye as she moves.
Okay, and then I'm gonna close my book and head in the same general direction.
Okay. She continues walking. She heads up a ramp into the St. Dellen Canton. The smell from the Tanner's Hall gets stronger and stronger as she walks. Eventually, you find yourself on a small terrace outside of a door with the image of a guar on it.
I'm repeatedly casting minor illusion to create pockets of no smell around me. Like you see people lifting up their heads, being like, "Oh, it doesn't smell like anything" for a few seconds around here. But yeah, I'm following. It's not the most discreet trailing of someone, but it is the logical thing to do for a spellcaster with this cantrip in this canton, I think.
Yeah. She sits down on a bench that is somewhat shaded from the overhead lamps by a wall hanging, and just outside the Tanner's Hall, and sits down.
Cool. I'm gonna cast. I don't have message yet, I don't think, but I do have minor illusion, which is a range of 30 feet. Yay. So I'm gonna cast minor illusion to like conjure my voice.
I believe it can only do a sight or a smell.
You create a sound or an image of an object within range.
Oh, actually, you can't make a smell.
Oh yeah, that's right. Damn.
I'll let you have it. Is that like prestidigitation and I misunderstood? Maybe. You might be, yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm conjuring my voice near her ear and saying, if you are able to answer this with a discreet spell, nod your head.
She gives a little nod, which she's somewhat describing, like she has her hands crossed in what seems to be some kind of holy symbol and sort of.
Cool. In this case, I'm gonna be doing is there a shop within 30 feet of where she's sitting?
Yeah, there's a tanner's hall.
Cool. I'm gonna do some shopping.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a conversation with her while I'm looking at some tans.
There's both just raw tanned leather that hasn't been worked, but there's also some boots, jerkins, leather aprons, a couple of other like simple products to look through. There's a very fetching Colovian hat that is pointed yellow conical with a fur brim around it.
Cool. I'm looking. I'm trying to look very interested in this while I have this conversation, and with minor illusion, I'm going to say, tell me everything you know about the Nerevarim and his cult and the Ashlanders.
Ashlanders, I can't tell you much. You hear her voice whispering in your ear. After a moment, almost like a sigh, you hear, however, the Nerevarim cult is perhaps not quite the right term, but there are those within the temple who dissent from the standard teachings, who claim that the Ashlanders have kept a more accurate count of the events at Red Mountain. Perhaps even that those we call gods are thieves of power beyond their being. Some of them keep the old prophecies of the Ashlanders in ways that their oral tradition cannot. But all of this is put down thoroughly by the temple. Ashlanders, the dissident priests, all of it.
Who did the tribunal steal their powers from?
I don't know. Some say the good Daedra, Azura, Mafala, and Boethia. Others say that they unmade the Dwemer and took the power of their souls into themselves. Still others have other theories.
Dwemer or Azura +2. Okay, and all of that is theoretical knowledge. Got it. Okay. Cool. Thank you. As you wear. And I leave.
Okay. The shopkeep says, "Are you sure we have an excellent guarskin in the back? If you would perhaps..."
Oh, no, I'm good. Thank you. I'm like, oh no, not a guar. I don't want to touch those things, even if they're dead. I think Gladius is like, oh man, I want to, like, all of this groundwork is not like for me. I want to go and hit something, so I'm gonna go up to the Halalu Canton and I'm gonna look for Dreville Fathion.
Okay. You find a merchant at his stall, selling wares. They seem to be of middling quality. Some of the stuff is copper and onyx. Some of it is up to like jade and silver. But the materials in general seem relatively cheaply made. The merchant in question says, Ah, you've come to visit Dravel Fathion, the finest silver and copper smith in all of Hulalu.
Do you have a Jew-star ring?
Oh, I have many.
Cool.
You're carrying many burdens, aren't you?
Huh?
Oh, a Jew-star ring. It lightens your load.
Oh, okay. I channel divinity.
Okay, it doesn't work.
Okay.
He's a merchant. He's making this stuff himself.
Okay. Anybody else nearby?
Oh yeah, there's certainly some distressed people that are turning in.
Yeah, I'm like for the people with my holy symbol, and a couple of people are like, what the fuck?
But no, Fathion sort of looks askance, but perhaps more it's the strange behavior than the holy symbol itself.
I put it back on.
Do you need the ring for the people?
Oh, no, I need it for bro.
Bro?
Yeah, someone whose name starts with bro.
The group of them all?
That sounds about right, yeah.
Look, I've told him if he wants it, he can just pay for it. But I can't afford to just give away product.
Well, why is he requesting it?
He says it's a minor price to pay for protection, but I don't understand why. Well, I do understand it's a threat, but no, I make my work right out in the middle of the plaza, and if he or whatever thugs he's working with want to come and ruin my business, I'm happy to let it happen in front of the ordinators.
No, it's fine. How much does it cost?
100 gold.
Okay, I'll give you 100 gold for it.
Really?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, I'm so relieved.
Alright, I'm gonna go back to the Fighters Guild, and as I turn it in, I'm gonna ask for my payment, and then I'm gonna beat the shit out of Bro.
Okay. So, Le Groupement hands you over 50 gold pieces and says, Not bad. I've got some more jobs for you.
Oh, great. Also, I don't think, I think you should stop, your protection racket.
No can do.
Okay. I take out my weapons.
He says, I'm operating directly under the orders of the Guildmaster. If you have an issue with it, you can take it to Sorkville.
Oh, cool. I put my weapons back, and I'm like, where is the Guildmaster? Cool. I'm gonna go up.
Okay.
Can you describe what that looks like?
Okay. So Sorkville's rooms are sort of at the bottom of the Vivek Fighters Guild. You find yourself going down a flight of stairs. When you open the door, it's a very, very small space, to be clear. Nothing here is lavish.
Okay.
However, the space itself is not lavish. It's sort of broom closet sized.
Mm-hmm.
However, it does have some very fine carpet laid down on the floor. The covers look smooth and soft and inviting. And the Nord that is writing correspondences at his desk is in a set of armor that is shining and beautiful.
Cool. I close the door behind me and I put a lock on the door.
Okay. Zorkfield from his desk says, "What is this?"
Hey boss, we gotta stop the racket with the merchants.
We don't have a protection racket with the merchants. They're paying us our due.
Are they members of the guild?
They owe us for their safety.
Oh. So we're not gonna stop?
Why would we stop?
I cast darkness.
And I think we'll stop there
No,
for
I
tonight.
wanna fight! Okay, it's fine.
I need to pick a stat block, and I'm pretty sleepy.
Okay. I think star is like you just putting like little opportunities for me to get kicked out of every single guild one after the other.
Man, you're really trying to speed run the Thieves and Fighters Guild right here.
If I lock myself out of the quest lines, that means I've completed the quest lines, right? That means I level up.
You get
right?
like 8 levels, yeah.
Yes!
Level 13, baby.
You don't have any more quests to give me. That means I'm finished. I think my star is I love the little opportunities that you give me to like mess up, but also like chances to try to do something like correctly. I feel like, you know, Gladius, having a look at his tool set, I'm able to be like, oh yeah, I've got minor illusion, I can use that for like discrete communications, you know, like there's verbal and material but no somatic, so I'm like whispering the verbal components like this, and I'm casting the spell, and like that makes for great spy stuff without necessarily needing Gladius to be very smart about it, you know what I mean?
I mean, obviously I'm gonna do this, yeah.
Yeah, it's like this is one of the best uses of that spell, and it's like but also opportunities for me to be like Echo, and it's like it's I love playing a character that is like so serious at times and so goofy most of the time, you know, and you give me like I think the perfect sandbox for this kind of play, and my wish is I would like a dungeon pretty soon.
Okay. Yeah. Heard.
Cool. You?
Star. I think, yeah, just entering a library and immediately yelling in it is just the exact kind of chaos gremlin behavior.
I mean,
that I've come to
you
expect.
said it's like a big cathedral thing, and you start to describe how quiet it is, and it's like, well,
It's great. I love
like,
it.
like,
Such a little gremlin.
Chaos Gremlin.
And wish, I think. I think I wish to see Gladius try to resolve some kind of class disparity in a way that isn't just picking up his sword immediately. But I don't think that's going to happen this time. This sounds like it's calling for unmitigated violence.
Well, okay. Listen, you've seen me do it at the mines.
Yeah.
The problem was resolved before the unmitigated violence happened. It's just that the unmitigated violence made things even better for everyone. Without extreme violence. Why would... D&D is most of the mechanics are dedicated to extreme violence. Why would your wish be for me to avoid that?
You know what?
I
You're
don't
right.
get it.
Strike that from the record.